Yeah, they tryna at me, I'm running the race. I gotta pick up the pace. They throwing shade, but I'm gone. You gotta keep it a buck to my face. Taking the gang out of space.
So, start of the first episode of On Air Boys podcast.
Name pending.
I like that. You don't like it though?
Yeah, I like it. Welcome to episode 1 of the On Air Boys podcast. Thanks for having me. I'm your host for the evening. Tshedza
With the launch of the neighborhood, you were like CEO of Good Vibes. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, you know the vibes.
Good Vibes.
On Air Boys, good vibes.
CBL is a CBL ambassador.
CLB
ambassador.
Drizzy boys. Yeah, we joined.
How do you spell Canada?
What Canada?
Yeah.
CANADRAKE.
No, DRAKE. That's what Khaled said. I'm like, what?
True. We do love Drake.
So you said that night at the launch, like you went to Australia. How do you get to Australia? Do you just take the map and spin it if it was a ball and just pick one? How do you get there?
Nah, long story short, I had a cousin go to Australia in 2009, and so I only have 2 cousins on my mother's side, so he is the oldest of 2 boys and I'm the oldest of 2 boys, so whatever he did I followed, and whatever his brother did my brother followed. So he went to Australia, I went, and his brother went to Canada and my brother went to Canada, and they even went to the same university. So yeah,
how's the vibe?
We just always looked up to them, and they happened to do, or whatever it is that they did, we thought it was pretty cool.
And you were interested in that?
Yeah, so it just happens that it worked out. You know?
But how's the vibe though, culture-wise?
Yeah, culture-wise.
Victoria boy, when you got there, what were you shocked with? What were you like, this is cool, this is weird?
So I chose Melbourne specifically because it was the most multicultural city, so I didn't want to stick out like a sore thumb. You always hear the horror stories of racism in Australia, and I think it's like obviously in sections, Sydney, Perth, more so. And then, yeah, it was the most livable city in the world. It was ranked number 1 in terms of like infrastructure, access to jobs, education level, and just, yeah, the city as a whole looks pretty cool, and tourism is cool. So, yeah, Melbourne was like...
So you were certified lover boys. How was the honeys?
Look,
that pause.
I'm gonna be in trouble. No, it was an interesting.
It's in the past, bro. Come on, you must still understand.
It was an interesting growth period. You know, in high school, I was the guy that knew all the girls, but they never loved me like that. So I would get invited to everything. Yo, Chance, come to this, come to that, and then but you're bringing 10 girls, right? Even now, it's still like that. People will invite me. Yeah, am I seeing you tonight? I'm like, yeah, bro. They're like, how many girls you bring? 0. Tonight, 0. But back then, yeah, so I got to Australia and I was like one of only 3 black guys on...
I can feel it over here, some pimp vibes.
Campus? No.
Pimp vibes.
No pimp vibes. I just...
They're asking you for the chicks.
Yeah, they...
What's that guy's name? That people die and then he sees their family members and he does...
Oh, Lord.
It was on TV, man. Come on. See,
yes,
the white guy.
You're watching ETV after
Back
12.
in the day, bro. Back in the day. You see, like, when someone passed away, then he feels the spirits and then he speaks to the people.
Oh, the freaking... What do they call him?
Come on, I don't know. Okay, I never watched it. But
it was on E
something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm getting the vibes from you, the pimp. No. Tshedza was dude, why would they ask you for the chicks? Yo, where's the chicks?
Because I was always in the friend zone with these girls. So then, you know, bestie, come out with me. We're going to a...
So Australia, same thing?
No. Australia, now I was a rare commodity. You know, I was
chocolate.
One of only 5, like 5 black guys on res. One of them had already been there for
you
like
on their
2
bucket
years,
list,
so they were like...
You on their bucket list?
Ish. I was, man. It was a very interesting
Did you fulfill
time.
their dreams though, their fantasies?
I got asked a few times from the Europeans, you know, is it true what they say about Africans?
About the size.
I'm like, it's only one way to find out, you know?
Let's go! Let's go!
So that was interesting. Because I'm getting advances by women. I'm young. I'm out of my mother's house, you know, like, Mom, if you're listening to this, yo.
Mama sounds like he was released from prison. Mandela, I'm free.
Yeah. It was a long walk to freedom. All the people.
I like that. Sounds good though. Sounds good. I think maybe you did it on school in the plays.
No, I was too shy. I'm a classroom comic. I'm not. I did say I wanted to do stand up a year ago. I said that when Oh no, 2 years ago I said I would do stand up. Then we had COVID. Then I was like, let me push it back a year, and now
Seriously,
it's, yeah.
I wish I could rap. I always say that. I can't dance.
Ish.
I
No,
can't
really.
dance. I can't rap. I wish. It's like, if I could rap, dude, I
think
would
I
be
can
so
do
famous, bro.
It's true.
I just spend $3,000 on equipment. I would just make music.
Just get auto-tune, man.
one must pop, bro. Come on.
Just auto-tune it.
Dude, but I don't have the flow, bro. I can't auto-tune that.
Yo, how
I know, sorry, I'm a different black guy. I'm sorry.
fraud. You're a
I'm like,
fraud.
why don't I have this shit? I can speak shit though.
You're a fraud.
I can speak shit though. I go to the cashier, I buy water. She asks me, how are you? I tell her I'm horny. They look at me like, what did this motherfucker just say?
See, I speak shit to the cashier as well, but I'm nice with it though. I'm like, put my student discount. They're like,
wasn't that nice?
Hey, booty.
Wasn't that nice? I asked her. Well, I asked him, did you have sex with her husband last night? And they look at me like, what the fuck is this guy? I'm like, yo, I want to make you smile. Good vibes.
Episode 1, guys, and we're gonna be cancelled. No, I get it though.
Good vibes. Let them
Yeah,
smile. They're so
yeah, yeah.
upset, bro. Come on.
I feel so sad. Not so sad, but like I feel bad for those ladies because like they go the whole day with like the most unruly customers.
Yeah, and it's
like,
just teeth,
you know,
monotonous.
want a plastic
Do you
smart
understand?
shopper?
There you go.
No,
Just
man,
make
I
them
don't have a
smile.
bloody
Come on.
smart
Cost you
shopper.
nothing to make them smile.
Yeah.
But I can't be a comedian. I would never go on stage, put a mic in my hand. I love going to comedy shows, by the way. I never sit in front.
Oh, because you're bait right there.
No, thank you. I don't have time for that.
This brother over here sitting with his wife. Oh, he ain't put it down like that, do he?
I don't have time for that.
Oh, what you saying, brother? How much you spend on shampoo? I'm bald. So, nah,
Whatever, they
I
find
wouldn't
something
go.
because they're so witty, bro. I can't do that. They're so witty. They're so sharp. I
You
was
gotta
like,
be quick
I
on
love
your
it,
feet.
bro. I love it. I love it.
I literally have a YouTube playlist called like stand-up tips because like I was ready, but my dad's a scientist and he was like, no son of mine, you know, it's gonna be out there telling jokes for a living. You'll starve. When Trevor Noah had his show on him, Zanzi Magic,
You're
I
like,
was
Dad,
like,
see there.
that's
That
me.
could have been me. That could have been me.
And Eugene Koza was there too, so I was like, Black Brothers, we there.
So how's your dad like that? Scientist.
Yeah, he's a typical old head, you know. He's a funny guy.
I thought scientists would be straight and narrow.
He is. He's got the jokes though, but like he is very much to the book. Doesn't drink, doesn't smoke.
I was with rap music though.
He lived in Houston, so like big into rap. Obviously,
when
back
you
in
listen to it, the swearing and the shit and the cursing.
Oh yeah, no, now like,
No, back then, how was it?
yo, no, you don't do that.
Because he's a scientist. I'm thinking this oaks on the
Yeah.
straight and narrow.
It's like that's for him to enjoy, you know, kind of thing. Because he obviously would have. I mean, he lived in the States. He's grown up in hip hop culture, like in his young adult to adult life. It's nothing to shy away from. It's just like, as a scientist, he's like, I need you to focus on your books and not what
On this
Lil
if shit.
Wayne is saying. Not
Oh,
on,
the Wheezy era.
yeah, not on some call me so I can make it juicy for you. No, none of that. What do you mean by that? What do you know what those lyrics
I
mean?
have a baby, be a millionaire.
So I'm
It's
rapping
like,
these lyrics.
what are you saying?
Do you know what you're saying? No, I don't.
But the rap culture, they raise us, bro. But I've
They're
always been a Jay-Z guy. I'm a 50 guy lately because of the Power series. Now I see the mastermind behind what he's doing.
Yeah.
As like author, I'm like, shit, this nigga actually, everything's premeditated. I like that. If someone does that, I love it. I'm like, shit, you actually thought this through and you executed. And personally, me, I thought you were just wilding out because I wasn't a fan of the whole Tupac, shoot this, shoot that. I was more of a bad boy, a B.I.G. guy. It's good times, good vibes. Not just killing, bro. Come on. I can't listen to someone that was Eminem killed, put the chick in the trunk. I'm like, dude, I don't want to hear this. This guy's aggressive.
That's wild. It's definitely wild.
Imagine that
What a
music
time
now.
to be alive.
Think about it. That song.
Yeah, no, a lot of rap music from back in the day wouldn't fly. Even today's music sometimes doesn't fly, but today's music is more about beats, you know.
There you go. And
Beats,
the
IG
track, you can't hear what they're
captions.
saying. So even if they say they're gonna kill someone, it's you don't even know what
Every
it's saying.
time I listen to a Young Thugger song, I
Yeah.
feel like it's a new song. It could be the same song, but because it's a different interpretation every time. So I'm like, bet. But it would be an interesting era to live in. I'd like to look back on. You know,
And
those-
like I see you, I'm never on Twitter. How's the Twitter though? It confuses me, bro.
Twitter
It's too many things, bro.
at Jack Dorsey. If you're listening to this one day, Twitter is the greatest thing to ever happen.
I like the headlines, but I don't know who to follow. It's confusing. Messages.
So Twitter is one of the, you can't go on Twitter on day one and like understand. You need to
It's
like
wild,
be
dude. I don't know
there.
what's happening. Then it's Black Twitter said this, and then it's this. But like, I like guys
Twitter,
like,
no matter what time of day, you will A, get informed, B, have a laugh, like C,
but there's no structure.
figure-
Instagram is structure. You scroll. I see Khaled on my feed. I see 50 on my feed. I like Donovan Goliath. Goliath, funny guy. Funny guy. Love him. Illustrator. The videos he makes on his phone. No free promo, but cost a light. I'm like, this is cool. Like, but Twitter just missed. I don't understand. It's things are all over the
Twitter,
show.
promise you, maybe episode 2 we do a Twitter, we explore Twitter, the ins and outs, because that thing is the
Gotta
best.
teach me that.
It's the best.
I don't know how TikTok looks. I don't know how the
Twitter,
logo
if
looks.
you want to find out information, quick send out a tweet. If you want your information to be found, send out a tweet. Like after this podcast, I'm gonna send it to like 5 people, like big people I know, and then they just gonna hit a retweet. Boom, then there's our listeners. If I go tell Black Coffee Son right now, yo, please retweet my
It's
podcast.
confusing, bro.
He'll be like,
But how do you scroll
there
on
you
it?
go.
What do you
No,
look for?
just scroll like, normal. I'll show you.
It gives me a headache, bro. I can't see shit. I'm like, what the fuck
You
am I
better
doing
put
here?
it in black mode. See, there's like,
See that? So that's easy. Was that?
yeah. So this is just some random user, but what he retweeted. What does his tweet say? So this is at Lindo Paris. It's one of these Twitter celebs. He sent me my nail and hair allowance, and I spent it on groceries. Today he randomly asked me, "Do you consider my feelings when I send you money, and still your nails and hair look like this?" So this is a funny tweet that boomed. And now the reply, she retweeted somebody's reply, and the guy said, "A man who communicates his feelings. I mean, the money was sent for a purpose, and you decided to spend it irregularly on something outside of the stipulated purpose. He has every right to be hurt and qualify or put an emphasis of matter on this relationship." So it's a snarky.
I understand what he's saying. Because when they walking down, not the Twitter street, the real street, or they go to the
real
club,
streets.
she's embarrassing him.
I mean,
But she's got to look good.
true.
Of course, she was, yo, you with me? What if? Come on. So I get where he's coming from.
Yeah, look, I'm of the mind that if she takes my money, she can do what she likes. Obviously, I would have sent it for a reason, but it's not like it's not like what she spent it on was bad. Nigga gotta eat.
You can't knock a hustle.
Yeah, I get hungry too sometimes, I once got told, my boss is like, "Yo, here's 100 rand. You can go and have 2 beers at a pub." Like I was running around for him. It's like, yeah, go to the pub, have 2 beers, 2 drafts. I was like, this 100 rand, instead of 2 drafts, I can just take the money, go to Pick and Pay, buy a 6-pack, come with some change, and get 6 drafts, as opposed to 2. Oh,
But he wanted you to have that lifestyle, bro. The pub life.
No, he just meant like go to a restaurant, because I was like literally driving to Goodwood, I was driving to Milnerton, like for things that I could have actually done at Waterfront. So I was like, surely after this run around, like just something to wet the throat. And he was like, yeah, go have 2 beers, I'll give you allowance for that. And I was like, I'm gonna actually go get 6. And I was going out that night, so I was like, now pre-drinks is sorted. Have my 2 afternoon beers, 4 for pre-drinks, and there's 2 liters down, and I'm walking around with the bags.
Not the non-alcoholic shit.
No, we don't. No free promo. We don't.
Yo, so in Oz, so in Melbourne, as the culture, the nightlife culture, similar.
Nightlife
Because
is
the age groups.
the best nightlife in the world, because the thing I love the most about Australia is that you can't.
But compare it for me. I know comparison. Oh, you shouldn't compare. It's bad. Compare the Joburg nightlife, Cape Town nightlife, and the
So
Australia.
what I think about of Melbourne specifically is that you can't ever feel isolated. You can't feel like there's just nothing. Like there's something for everyone. So if you want a hip hop club, there's Laundry Bar, there's Club Yo-Yo. If you want a doof doof, there's a whole street full of doof doof techno clubs that go until 7 a.m. And
Okay.
if you want commercial music, there's literally a club called Commercial Club. There's Super Small Club. There's what's it called? Something on the Yarra. Can't remember what it's called. But yeah, or City Club. So like, there's a whole bunch. If you want to just go out for beers to a pub, there's pubs for days. Every corner has a pub. Like nightlife in Melbourne.
How's the culture? Is the culture shots?
The
Like
culture.
the CBD culture, right? In town.
Yes.
Like I'm from Ekasi.
Yeah.
So the culture is different. Like we don't believe in double, and singles and cocktails. The chicks will maybe start off with one, but it's bottles on the tables. It's the whole, not one, like in town, it's like whatever, people buy a 6-pack, buy one beer, chill,
Yeah,
buy another
yeah,
beer. In town, it's like, no. Castle Light, cool. Whatever
Bucket.
you're doing, bucket, bottle, boom, boom, boom. How's that culture?
Yeah. Oh, it's big. I mean, me and my friends, like when we'd go out, it's like, all right, cool. Everybody put in like $200-300, and it's like 5 guys and then like 10 of the girls. This was only like in second year. I started working. The money was a little nice. My fees were paid. Rent was paid. So like this was money to play around with. Buy shoes just because I'm feeling sad. Like, do dumb stuff.
When Tshedza said, send him sneakers.
Genuinely.
Or create the fun. Create the fun for the sneakers.
Do it. So yeah, that it would be like
I'll be the fund manager, 5%.
5%. We'd get like, the 1.5 liter Ciroc, we'd get the Verves, even a young fruit platter, it was soft life, genuinely. And like those are night clubs. Like you put a suit on, like whether you're 45 or you 19, put a suit on, a nice dressy shirt, bust your sneakers out if you want, put a nice watch on, bust out the Tag Heuer Carrera 6, the vibes.
What's your vibe on the Amapiano vibe?
I love it.
Because you had Blackie at Neighborhood.
Yeah, Blackie came and stayed at Neighborhood. Didn't get to interact with him much because he was obviously here for work. So yeah, he was gigging hardcore.
I didn't see it on Instagram though.
Where was he gigging? Oh, he was at like.
I didn't see it on his Instagram story.
On his?
Yeah, I didn't see it.
I don't know.
I just saw he had the Jeep in front of Neighborhood. Was it the Jeep?
Yeah.
I saw that. That was on his story.
Yeah.
So he was sponsored, obviously.
Yeah, Carmichael Jeep.
Yeah,
No
I saw that. I was like, okay, cool. Is he going to show the event or the club that he was at? Because I'm assuming he can only go to Saint.
No, he went to like Hearty Collective in Woodstock.
Okay.
He went to Saint. He went to, I want to say Soho. I think it was Soho as well. Like he had gone to a couple places. Nowhere in like southern suburbs, just here.
Yeah, makes sense.
So yeah, no, he rocked hard. He rocked hardcore. But I like piano. I think moving from Pretoria to here, like, definitely got me more
and that's
into it.
Where it started, eh?
Like literally, like groove. I love it. Put that shit in my veins.
But I'm shocked you want to groove, but you haven't been to Rand's. I'm like, Jesus, never been to Rand's?
Yes,
I'm like, what?
Guys. It's just that every Sunday I'm busy nursing a hangover from the previous day, But I'm a show face. Don't worry. Rand's is a festival. Rand's
Every Sunday.
Yo.
Every Sunday.
Imagine if they were reading the Bible there. Like, we would have a country of saved people. Because they're all there. Rand's.
All cultures, bro. Come on.
And the cops probably don't want to drive out that way. So, like, they've probably been flouting regs for ages. But now that we're on level 1. Like,
no. They were scared of that shit. They were NCA. That's what we called it, the news.
Oh yeah. ENCA.
And they were like, paid lawyers, a lot of money. They're like, not again. They hate lawyers, so they won't do that. They paid a lot of money on lawyers. Like, Angelo, we're not doing that. We're not. Funo, the older brother, is like, nope, 10 o'clock, bro. Lawyer fees, that's not funny.
Yeah, no, it really isn't. Shout out James McCarthy, my lawyer. Big man. No free promo, though.
That's a promo, because he was a discount, James. Sneaky. So now everything's back to normal. Like you said, it's a festival.
Yeah.
Brands are spending a lot of money. That's your world, eh?
Yeah.
Brands are spending a lot of money. I want to get into that. I want alcohol brand sponsoring the podcast.
I can get you that.
They got a lot of money, bro.
Yeah.
But obviously they need something from us. I think
Of course.
they need an audience. So we need to build an audience. So to build an audience, we should give away free shit. Bottles, money.
Easy.
We should.
Not money.
We should not money.
Keep our overheads very low while we're starting. When we have money to give, we'll give. But we'll give away free stuff.
Maybe they want to use the money for a good cause. Like you said, your boss sent you, go to the restaurant. And you're like, nah, I'm going to pick and pay.
Give them a bottle that is already produced. I have to go and produce that money that you want them to give away.
And then they need to be entrepreneurial and go sell it, flip life.
Pay it forward.
And then
an act of kindness.
so you force them to get a skill. Get the salesman skill, the marketing skill.
Just
It's good.
Give them a good time. I mean, money can come in
Yeah.
at some point.
And then because we need that, bro. Yeah, it's gonna be, everything's open, so it's gonna be a festival every Sunday, bro. Just check the Instagram story. It's like they got their own rig, their own lights in the stages.
Yeah, no, it looks amazing.
So every Sunday they're setting it up, and it's insane. All cultures, bro. Like the first, like till 6, people are still kind of ish standing at their own tables. You know how it works. And then after that, it's just a mashup.
And then it's so kumbula, and they're there.
And then
they're
it's
inside.
It's insane. It's insane. It's insane. So you should definitely do that. But I hear you. I hear you. You want to get ready for the festival.
Yeah.
Gonna sober up for 2 weeks. But
Hell
then you'll be
no.
light though. If you sober up for 2 weeks.
I'm
to get there.
definitely not sobering up. I'm going full throttle.
Full throttle. Yeah. So you shoot on a Sunday. It's nuts, bro. It's obviously on a Thursday night already tonight. But on Sunday, like I said, there's more variety.
Yes.
People come from far.
Exactly.
They ready for the festival. Like I told you, I was there 3 weeks ago. I spoke to a couple of people, and like 10 different people. Oh, I'm from Joburg, my first time. I'm done. I did white people stuff. I was in the waterfront. I'm done with that. Now I'm here. I'm happy. I'm here.
Need to rock.
Yeah, they're rocking, eh? They're
Yeah.
rocking. On stage, and people is dancing non-stop. I'm like, Jesus, they live for this.
I'd
shit.
rather, guys, we've been locked up in it. So, enjoyment.
So talking about locked up, you said you want to speak about the jab. You got your jab?
I have, number one. I'm actually so foolish for not having my second jab by now, but
If you foolish, I don't know what I've had no jabs.
and they were giving it to you first. You 65 and ups.
This guy, see now it's hurting my back now.
Look, I think for me personally, obviously, the beauty about democracy is freedom of choice.
Yeah.
Obviously, how it gets upheld.
What do you think of the sports though?
Yeah, look, this jab to play, it's a tricky one because you're dealing with, private citizen, for example,
Yeah.
who can make that choice. But then he's a private citizen on a public platform or public stage, role model to children, all that kind of thing, social activism. And like, this is something that teeters on those lines. So like, they should be doing their civic duty to protect others other than themselves.
But then they're saying, yo, but you got a jab, so you sorted, you
Yeah.
protected.
So it's a weird one.
It's a weirdo, and I'm like,
It's
I want to
like
get involved.
The one person that's not vaccinated can affect the 10 other teammates that are vaccinated. Like, how does that work, kind of thing? So these are like, for me, I'm like, luckily I don't have to deal with those problems. Get vaxxed. If you're unvaxxed, it's okay. The majority most likely will be.
Yeah.
As long as we can live soft, then I'm happy. But I think it's like anything, really, because what would have happened if you actually didn't have access to the vaccine and you physically couldn't get it? Like, then you couldn't get it. So
Which
now
one?
you can
There's
make the
apparently two.
choice.
Which one did you take?
Pfizer.
Pfizer. I don't even know the difference. I think the
Johnson & Johnson is a 1 dose, but it smacks you silly.
What does that
Pfizer
mean?
is two,
You're out for
the
2 days.
Yeah, the after effects are side effects.
like you walk a dick in the road or what?
Well, just wouldn't be enjoyable.
Some
Pfizer,
folks would
though,
love that. There'll be a queue.
yeah,
It's like, yes.
but Pfizer was calm. Took it in the morning, came to work, had my full day, just soreness at the site, and that was it. So I need to go. I went for number 2 last Friday, but the guy who's supposed to give me the jab wasn't feeling so well. So I was like,
Oh. What's up with that?
I'm gonna hold on to that. I just went to a local pharmacy. I won't say the name. But it seems to be good now. I guess it was a stomach thing. Or nothing COVID related. I was told.
Better not be.
No, we're definitely good.
Yeah. So Tshedza, yeah. So let's talk about a bit of the business, eh? Because I think it's in line with the type of audience we want. 31, 25 being festivals. Like I said, I told Brad earlier, it's like, yo, like, it's tough. It's tough creating content, not because we don't have the skill, because we got lives, we got responsibility, buying equipment. I know I don't want to get depressing, but it's tough. It's like, shit, you really want this? Like people watching this shit, like, guys, I know all of you got goals and this, and I always believe we gotta take some, give some. So if you want to buy equipment, you gotta sacrifice somewhere else.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, but we'll basically have the similar audience with the 30, 31, 25. What's the festival about? Are you trying launching it?
Yeah. So
What can I do?
yeah.
Like,
So with
what can I do except looking good? Because that comes naturally, bro. I'll just
look, I don't know right now. We working on it, but basically the festival came around on Monday, but it was like the core idea of it and all the details and stuff came on Monday in a brainwave.
What's the success though? What would you feel like when we talk about it and you're like, fuck, I was successful. What's that picture?
Just the fact that I pulled it off with no hitches because I've never thrown a festival before.
What's the capacity that you're thinking of?
350.
350.
I'd ideally like maybe 500, but just to start with big enough that I can feel like, oh, you know, there's some people, but small enough that it's easily manageable. Yeah. Because
350. My mind's going to your venue. Fuck, where's 350?
Rooftop on Brie, the Grand, the Lawns are quite keen. Just trying to think infrastructurally how it would work.
Are they talking shit to you about, yeah, you give this money up front, or you gonna split the door, split this?
Yeah, so I prefer to not, like I said, I don't have the money to spend on venue hire. I don't have that money. But what I can do is say, cool, my projections on my ticket sales look like this, and I can pay you that fee afterwards. No problem. You can, because you're gonna.
And they
charge
say they're
me.
taking bar or they what?
So because they already have the stock, I will take the small cut of the bar because I'm bringing them business, so I should get tickets. I will take majority of, and obviously pay them their venue hire fee or whatever. Ideally, though, what I would like is that we collaborate, and so they give me the space, I give them a venue and customers, and that's what we do on a monthly basis. They can charge me a fee, but let it be something favorable. You know, the better I do, the better they will
Makes
do.
sense,
Yeah.
And obviously you're thinking they're one business now after the whole.
I'm thinking it's a good time, and like it's level 1, so we actually can go full throttle with it while we can. More Europeans and foreigners and stuff are coming here, so like more people that have money to spend. And yeah, obviously it's all about which space grabs people's attention, because if you walk down the Camp Space Strip, they all seem like good options until you're actually in them. But some of them, you know, like, oh yeah, Mint Cafe, no free promo, is the place I'm gonna go to, as opposed to a Chinchilla or you know, Mantra.
So you like the Camp Space vibe?
I think it's nice once in a while. I
Because
think I did it
you had no beach or what? Is it because you grew up when we're not seeing the water?
Yeah, I grew up not seeing the water. I mean, I don't like the beach. I like it, but like,
If
somebody's like
complexion, you get ashy there, bro.
yeah, like these, you know, people like,
And the water's freezing. I'm like, I'm born from, dude. I'm from here. I'm born here, but fuck, I haven't been to the beach 20 times in my life, bro. What must I do there? I go to a pool. I go to the beach. What must I do there?
I first went to a beach in 2013. I went to Mauritius, and I like touched the beach.
That's a
for the first
flex. I
time.
went to the beach for the first time in Mauritius 2013.
Oh, God.
Jesus.
Come
I
on.
was like, if I go to the beach, it's got to be Seychelles, Mauritius. That's nice. I like that.
Maldives next month. What are we saying? I don't know if I'm going, but yeah, no.
Let's talk about the beach though. I don't know. What's up with the chicks with the Dubai? What's happening in Dubai, bro? All the Instagram chicks going to Dubai.
They want to get some thongs
Eh?
and shake it in Dubai, and I'm all for it.
Apparently the
Women
oaks
empowerment.
are paying them. They shit on them. That's what I heard.
What?
The Arab niggas. I don't know
say
what did I
no.
watch. Dude, I promise you, I watched something.
This is probably a Vice documentary or something. What
Was it
websites are you
Vice?
looking at?
I don't know what it was, right? But
You're
this
gonna
chick,
end up on a Netflix
this chick
documentary.
got offered. She got to sleep with the guy. Sleep with his 13-year-old younger brother.
Gosh.
Dude, I promise you, I watched it.
Uh-huh.
10 minutes of it.
Send the link.
Right? She got to sleep with the younger brother, 13 years old.
Yeah.
Like 50,000, whatever, 100,000. Instagram, he doesn't know her. He sends her 50,000. He sends it to her. Saw it on the gram by a DM. He's never met her. She's never met him. She comes through, she'll get the other 50
Yeah.
after the shit.
Services have been.
I was like, oh my God. But then again, it makes sense for them getting a big booty in Miami, paying 80,000, because it's an investment. because
Yeah, no.
the gram will be popping, and they'll get invited to Dubai.
That 80K will pay itself back the first DM you get.
So I'm like, fuck it.
I'm all for it.
I don't think
Go for it.
I don't who started Instagram. I know Zuckerberg bought Instagram. Who started? I can't get that guy's name. He started it. I don't think he knew what he was doing.
He didn't.
He's like, no, I'm gonna have a it's for
Photo
photos.
sharing.
I don't think he knew it's gonna light a fire, a wildfire. I was like, damn.
And I got onto Instagram when it started, and like, I didn't know what I was doing. You should see my baby Instagram, like my first ever Instagram profile.
I still don't know what I'm doing.
Huh?
I
You
still don't know what I'm
you're
doing.
No, neither. But now I look like I know what I'm doing. I really don't. But yeah, it's so wild to see how Instagram has changed. Like, I literally used to use it just to click it. I use it as a photo editor, but I couldn't get the photos unless I posted it.
Okay.
So then I used to just post because I was like, oh yeah.
What year was this?
2010, 2011? Yeah,
It's
2010.
long. That's when WhatsApp came out. WhatsApp.
Yeah.
The one chick that I work at Liquid Chefs with mobile bartending. That's how I fell in love with that, with mixing of drinks. And then
With the chick?
the chick's like,
Oh, with the mixing of
that I
drinks,
worked with,
sorry. Uh-huh.
and she's like, oh no, I got a curve. Curve came out. The BlackBerry was popping,
Oh, throwback.
right? And I got a
I
curve.
love that phone.
209. There you go. Before the World Cup. I know before the World Cup. I still hate
Oh,
Chabalala.
damn, you had the curve with the ball,
No, the entry level curve.
not the 8520.
That was the entry level one. The others were fancier. The bold was fancier.
No, but I mean like the scroll like ball.
Yeah, the
not,
entry
not
level.
the trackpad.
Now you're confusing me. It was burgundy. That's what I know.
Okay, that one.
It was
That
burgundy.
was, yeah, 8520.
Yeah, that was entry level,
I
right?
love that.
And the chick at work was like in the office. She's like, oh, now I can WhatsApp. Dude, I don't want to look stupid. I just walked past and I said, yes, okay, cool, no problem. I don't want to look stupid. And in 2012,
You're like, what am I talking about?
I didn't want to ask her. And then 2012, WhatsApp came in Ekasi. 2013, I was like, oh shit, this is what the chick was speaking about 4 years later.
Wow.
And then
Old
Twitter came.
heads.
And then Twitter came. To fuck you, I'm born 88. And then
Old
Twitter
heads.
came. I was like, this is stupid. I thought Twitter was stupid. I'm not gonna lie. I'm eating a pizza. I was like, fuck off, Tshedza. I don't want to see you. I don't care if you're eating a pizza.
Yeah.
I was like, this
But
is
I
retarded.
love that. That was so innocent, you know?
That was
Tshedza
retarded.
is
Dude,
eating
that was
pizza.
retarded. I was like,
Yeah. Hashtag Apple. You know?
I was like, this is retarded shit.
Yeah.
And then now the Kardashians getting paid for tweets. I was like, fuck me. Is this real life?
And that was reliant just on words. Never mind like the media
What
side.
did they
of
say?
Twitter.
180 characters something.
Yeah,
I
180.
was like, this is
Now
not.
it's gone up.
This is not real. Now I get your faith in Kinsey, South
Yeah,
Africa.
Faith and Casey.
Like
Yeah.
she popping. I think she 10K.
Yeah.
She doesn't sing. She's rapping now,
Yeah.
but she don't sing. She rock ups to Saint wherever she goes to. She gets 10K. I was like, for what?
Because you popping. You do what you want when you popping. Isn't that what
Yeah.
Future said? You do what you want when you're popping.
I was like,
The Rock is rapping now.
no ways.
He is.
Can you smell
Yeah,
that
yeah,
nigga?
yeah.
I love that dude, but no.
He is. He's rapping. Was it played for you?
What? Wait.
Well, he's just. It's so funny, actually. He's got some bars.
No, check it. He's from Miami, so he likes playing like Rick Ross in the gym. You like make a story about it on IG. But
Yep.
come on, what do you mean rapping?
Like he's
Like bars.
rapping, bro. Like it's his song.
So you got a ghostwriter like Drake.
Yep. Probably.
You mean that as a joke, man? You don't want to start for real.
That thing looks real.
It's like a wrestling promo.
Face to face, now we escalating. Bars, dog.
Owns a media
That's
company.
real rap, nigga.
£7 or $7,
$7.
7 cents,
$7,
$7.
yeah.
He owns a media company. Now he got a record label.
You know, I had $15 in my pocket, and I shook Vince McMahon's hand. And he said, son,
How many times
I'm
have you
going to hire
watched it?
you to the WWF. I followed the
That
story.
that also legend, Vince. He started his own Disney.
You are a black Vince. I've decided you're gonna be as controversial but as big. You know, visionary.
That's the plan, though.
Yeah. People that make other people uncomfortable sometimes.
But I call
make
I call it being silly. I said I call it being stupid. No, I'm not stupid. It's called being stupid. That guy's a legend. He started Disneyland. He started his own Mickey Mouse. That's called The Rock. He's got Undertaker.
Yeah,
he's got Kane.
he's got his characters.
He sells cartoon
Yeah,
fiction
dolls.
characters. This
I
guy's
was
insane.
the biggest, like, yo, mom.
So you were the guy that I fought with. Wrestling is real, Baba. I'm like, dude, it's fake. And the
I was-
Ekasi, they could argue on their mother. I'm like, it's fake. No, it's real. And they want to fight me. But it's fake.
Of course, I know that now. But back then, you couldn't tell me shit. Why would you? Like,
I'm like,
see, the
there's
thing-
no tooth fairy. I know you got the money, but it was your dad.
Santa Claus comes once a year. The Tooth Fairy comes every now and then. Wrestling is every Sunday. Tonight on E, they say the bigger they are, the harder they
What's that
fall.
guy's name?
I don't know.
The
that guy.
voiceover guy.
I don't know his name.
He's the
But
ETV voiceover guy. He's
yeah.
awesome.
WWE SmackDown every week, twice a week, and even on a Friday sometimes. Or Saturday, SmackDown would repeat. There's wrestling, so it has to be real. If they're replicating this, how can you tell me it's not?
Vince
So-
sold you the product, bro.
He did.
He's
I
like,
had all
yeah.
the video games. I had all the video games. Every single one of them. I had the action figures. I had the accessories. I had the pajamas. I had the belts. I had everything. I would go on holiday with my family. Yo, Toys R Us, we inside. I need that new Triple H.
Ladies, you want to turn Tshedza on, get a thong with WWE on.
Oh my god. Get a thong, some boots, some tape, on the wrists, and like beat me up. Like that's
What's the oak's name? Billions. Chuck. That guy's like getting beaten up. And that's his name,
that's
Chuck.
his kink.
Yeah, that's
I
his shit.
haven't watched Billions.
She,
I've
Mrs.
been
likes
trying
it.
to. Yeah, Showmax with that HBO plug. Like every morning, it's me and Vinny Chase, Entourage. That's my show.
That's
and
your show.
Sopranos. Oh, ladies, if you love me,
But I was young. Sopranos was. I'm older than you. That was late. I was always
yeah,
tired.
but
bro.
it's I love that show.
I was like,
That show is the greatest show of all time.
it's amazing, but I was late. I could never make it. I always.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, I can't watch Sopranos.
No,
I used to be that.
greatest show
Okay,
of all time.
my mom had to get the neighbor, take the door handle off, because if I slept, I'm dead, bro. You can slap the shit out of me. You can move me. I know nothing. I wake up the morning, like people could kill me. They could carry the whole house out. When I was 13, you could do whatever.
They'd kill you and you'd wake up the next morning.
Next morning, I'm late. You could take me, hijack me, whatever you want to do with me. Put me on the beach. I'll wake up. I don't get cold. I don't hear music.
Yeah.
I'll just wake up the next morning like, where am I?
Where am I?
I was that bad, so I could never watch Sopranos ever in my life. Always tired. And I hit the bed, still today, 10 seconds max. I don't do this like, oh, I can't sleep bullshit. Give me my bed, count to 10,
Must
and,
be nice.
and I'll be gone, bro.
I'm actually an insomniac. Like,
I wish I could
badly.
do that. I wish I had that. Then you work more and make more money.
It's actually been the biggest like blessing and curse. 'Cause
You make
I
more
love-
money.
I love sleep.
You
But,
make more
like,
money. You
my
chi-
best ideas have come like in the deep dark hours when it's just me and the stars.
Tshedza, ideas or wet dreams? Which one is it?
Both. One after the other.
You pause the one.
Personal clarity, bright ideas.
Before we started, you said you didn't watch Squad Games. It's going crazy. This one
Yeah.
guy, I think he has 20 million followers
After this thing.
after this thing.
It's
He blew up. And the chick that makes it, she's third. She's quiet, private in the whole thing, fighting. She's there because of obviously dead. Everyone's here for dead. And then for get her brothers in a like an orphanage vibe. She wants to get them out. She promised him she's gonna get her mom from at the border. The mom couldn't come through to where they were, and she's gonna get them. Dude, the guys in the States are sending her DMs, bro. They're like, oh, I like you, blah, blah. She blew up, bro. They are sending her DMs. They want to marry her, bro.
That's so wild. One day, Sabawell, put me on Blood and Water, season 3.
Oh, when's it happening?
I'm just assuming.
Yeah, Youngster has a song. I think it's
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
out.
He's got a couple. Like
Got a couple,
They
yeah.
put bad people on there. D Koala was on there.
Yeah, I saw a story.
Costa on there. Youngster, of course. Nasty, of course. Rolene. No Elaine though.
Okay,
They're not liking Elaine.
so you
I
gotta
see,
make it
I'm
happen,
the
bro.
one.
You know people that know people.
She unfollowed me when she got too popping because we were Pretoria friends. You know?
Okay.
Yeah. Then she got big. Elaine, if you
Now I'm thinking when
you're watching this,
when you invited the chicks to the party, you didn't invite her.
no.
That's
See,
why.
because like I went to like private school, but so like I was only with the white ex. So like they were only out for the white hands.
So yeah, let's speak about the Amapiano again. So the festival, you're getting Amapiano guys involved. Apparently they're cheaper. That's why they're getting booked. The one nigga that is the hip hop guy that is hating. He's like, you guys only get gigs because you're cheap. I was like,
Piano
ouch.
guys aren't cheap.
I was like, ouch.
They're like 4.5K and up. Now, mind you, the
But
piano.
his song's popping.
Yeah.
That's good.
But like you
4.5K.
see, so the artists aren't the ones that we're flying out. We're flying out the DJs. So like, let's say because the DJs obviously both people come with personalities like Gabza, you know, but he's like, that's big.
But
big
he's the cream
shit,
of the
you
crop.
know? Yeah, that's big
Yeah.
stuff. But like you would get Shimza out, who's also cream of the crop,
But
but
that's
he's
not the
playing
piano.
everybody else's songs too.
He plays piano.
No, he plays like Afrotech.
Yeah, I know that.
But the piano guy, because like now, successful DJs, like the ones that are popping on socials, are the ones that play piano. And
How much you think vocalistic?
Poker. Probably about 10K.
What does he give me for the 10? Do I fly him out? Do I get him accommodation? I don't know. Do I what else? Do I like transportation? Do I do
Yeah,
everything?
you gotta pay for the personnel.
Excluding the 10. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
10's aside, and I got to cover the other costs also.
Yeah. The number they give you is always excluding travel and accommodation.
So I got to do that. too.
Unless they tell you it includes it. So I've had one manager like give me like 15K, but it includes accommodation, travel, which makes sense.
And what's
All
that?
up, if the manager takes his commission, the accommodation and flights get paid for. Okay, for like a weekend stay or something, 2 nights stay. Okay, cool. Then the artist gets their money. From 15K, they probably will take 8.
And that's what's that? 30 minutes, hour performance?
That's about an hour, maybe 2 hours, hour and a half, 2
2
hours.
hours. It's quite long. If it's not a DJ, if it's a performer, it's long.
Oh yeah, no, performing, no. Performing to 1 hour, and
So-
that's like 15K.
Okay. Because the Grand used to have awesome events with, obviously, we had some hip hop guys, aka, and at the Grand, it looks cool. So I don't know if they're going to go. But it has to be guys like you, the promoters, because I don't think
Yeah,
there's.
I mean they're doing like a Halloween party on the 30th.
Who's we? The Grand
No,
or
the Grand.
outside promoter?
The Grand is doing it.
Them themselves, not a promoter.
Yeah, them themselves.
But
But
do
they
you
will,
think that's their culture? That's their vibe?
for
their
now,
market?
yeah.
That's their
When
market?
season comes, like November, December, when the AKAs and stuff are coming to Cape Town, of course they're gonna want to host their things. Now it doesn't necessarily make sense. Now people just want events to be outside
Yeah.
of the house. I mean, yeah, like the bungalow does that white party.
Every year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I got a quote for venue hire. Do you want to know the number?
Yes, please. Someone's a screen meeting in Camps Bay?
R500,000. Like they were working on food and beverage, a food and beverage deal for 400 people, and they were like 460K, 450. I was like, don't quite think you understand who I am to be telling me that number, because hell no. But I'm going to go back to them and say, listen, guys, I think we had a bit of a miscommunication.
I don't want to buy the venue.
Yeah, like, I'm pretty sure this auntie didn't understand what I was saying, though. Because I was like, yeah, I want to have an event there. Like, when I say event, I mean like a groove. I want to groove. You guys aren't grooving right now, but you need the help. You need an economic burst. I'm trying to give that to you. Let's partner up for the summer so I can run parties.
But that's
at
what I'm saying.
Bundle.
I think the brands get involved and the brands cough up that money. Your
So-
Cirocs and your Remy Martins.
So I'm working on that. I've just been in contact with a very nice distributor,
yeah.
and I'm just hoping that they come through. And I didn't ask for a lot. I just asked for assistance in covering fees, but to build on a strong relationship. I'm getting good vouching from some higher ups in there, so like, hopefully it goes well. But you know, because I'd like to know that I at least have some money to spend to make this thing a reality, as opposed to just hoping that like I can get away with not paying right now and pay later.
Okay. That's something they
I'd
really.
also like to like have fees covered before I do it, because then anything after I'm like, yeah, look, I made my 200K. Don't worry about it. Now after
that's
200k comes, I'm like, yo,
expenses.
there's 20 that must go here. Artist
Sound,
fees, the
DJ,
same
artist.
30 artists or the. Okay, so you see, I'm smart in that either go to venues with their own equipment, like Bungalow have their own equipment,
Yeah.
and they're very strict about people playing. Like people can't bring their own shit, or the artist, or at least one artist will have equipment. One DJ will have equipment, and then they do, and then I'm like, boom. And it's lucky that the DJ that does have their own equipment is my DJ. So like, she's like, yeah, use my shit if you want, zero cost. Boom.
Yeah,
I
let's see how it
saved myself
goes.
20k or
Summers,
8k.
yeah. Let's see how it goes. We should get a bar in. I don't know who closed down of the Oaks that did mobile bars. I wanna purchase one mobile bar. Just the one unit. It comes in 1.5 meters. I just want one Perspex one, LED lights in, boom. Let's get some cocktails while we do the podcast. Hopefully brands will see it, and I'll do that.
Yeah, I mean, like we were saying, we'll do that outside East City on a nice sunnier day. Can definitely do that. Can do that in the square at Old Cape Quarter. I think that'll be cool.
Part of the podcast, or what?
Yeah, I know. Or if you want it indoors, I mean, we can. Yeah, at East City you can do it indoors.
Yeah, but I want to just on set for now. While we're chilling, like we're talking, and we just make it.
Yeah.
And then boom, boom, boom.
Oh, you wanna
Put it. Yeah.
put the cherry on?
That's all the whole
It could work.
part of the when you do the promo video.
Yeah, the segment.
The intro.
Yeah.
When it starts, and then put that in there, this in there, that in there, all the pictures in there, get it popping.
Live from From Saturday night, live from New York. It's Saturday Night Live. That kind of shit.
Dude, I'm gonna show you my
Improvise.
notes. I wrote that shit down.
Oh,
I'm
yeah?
gonna do a Saturday night show.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take FMB's money. Motherfuckers, give me 300,000 rand.
300 bands.
And
Oh,
then
is this a personal loan or a
Personal loan. If I
sponsorship?
don't pay them off,
Oh,
it's not my problem. Oh, you wanna blacklist me? I'm black already, mos.
now you're putting me on a list.
Put me on the list. No problem. Not financial advice.
No.
Not
Yeah.
financial advice. Not financial advice.
financial
Yeah, but
advice.
Angelo sits.
No.
No.
No free promo.
No. If you want to take the risk, it's your money, it's your life. Don't involve me, bro. Yeah, I think that's a wrap, Tshedza. Release on a Monday.
Yeah. We're releasing on Monday, every Monday, for the next couple weeks.
Can we do 3 p.m.? Can we commit? A release on
Let's
3
talk
p.m.
to the editing team.
I'm not involved.
I like a 6 p.m. because you're finishing work.
6 p.m.
The episode drops.
Maybe they had to work and they got free Wi-Fi. I don't
And then
know.
their boss says, "Why is it that bloody on air boys again? Delete your Spotify now."
Check here. So I'm thinking you went for the name there. So it's not pending anymore. I don't know. Thanks, guys.
look.
Episode 1 in the bag.
Yes. Thank you guys. See you next week.
Most of my friends and a friend of me. They tryna bring down the beast. I'm batting 1,000, my game is elite. I'm running around in the streets. They tryna catch up, but they still can't compete. I told the God in my sleep. He told me keep going, cause you gotta leave.